Amy, owner and curator of Yosoboho. Welcome to my channel. If you are just stopping by for the first time, this is a channel all about thrifting and living a thrifted life. So if that's you, welcome. Happy to have you. If you're a friend coming back to hang out with me, thank you so much. I am going to take you guys to an auction on tonight's video, so something a little bit different. They have an auction in the back room of the place where me and my Aunt Beth have our 3 booths. It is located at 1871 North Ridge Road in Painesville, Ohio. The place that we have our booths is called the Shops by the Lake. The Shops by the Lake is owned by and managed by the Dempseys. Dennis Dempsey is an auctioneer. So is his son and his brother. So they all run an auction on Thursday nights in the back space, like behind in the back of the shops. It's called Dempsey's Auction. Lately, I have been trying to do my 2 days that I have committed to working there because I have the 3 booths to a Thursday and then a weekend day. So I have the option on that Thursday, if I've had time to examine the auction, to go to the auction after I end my day there. I was excited about this particular auction because somebody dropped off a ton of mid-century glass. You can see a little bit behind me. I will share these up close, of course, but that's what I saw when I opened up the auction, was just colorful glass. There was so much of it, lots of it Viking, lots of it kind of on the rarer side. And I knew I was going to be up against some competition because auctions like this don't come up a lot. And there are quite a few collectors out there, and collectors on this night actually traveled into town to pick up this glass. So I am lucky that I got the glass that I got, and I will share that with you in a minute. But first, let's go take a look at what that auction looked like. Let's go. Y'all, look at this. This is in the auction this week. My gosh. Look at that guy. This is so cool too. The blue. That's got some chipping, it looks like. But look at these. Got 2 big orange ones. We got some birds. This is super cool and neat to look at because this is Smith handmade. So, you know the Viking ones. Have you ever seen a Smith? Looks like in poly. Oh wow, look at these glasses. Those are pretty. Look at the blue. They've got everything divided into color. They got blue. Somebody's whole collection. Look at these with the cool bubble tops. 2 different sizes. Another set of green right there. Ooh, pretty little. Ooh, I like that. Oh yes, and a mushroom lamp and a mushroom canister set. Those are hobbyists though. I got some cute wicker over here. This piece is not all that great, but Mom saw something that she's trying to find. We got some Temptations. Oh my gosh.
Or whatever those are.
They all have those?
Well, how about one? That one doesn't. But some of them are out, like this is some of them are like that.
Cute.
Blue and pink and, blue and green and
yellow.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool.
It's a very cool.
What?
Yeah.
With those glasses.
I like those. What's on the red ones there?
They screamed your name.
Oh.
Those are kind of
nice too. There's only 3 of those?
4.
Oh, 4.
There are 4 of those.
Those have good kind of quality to them.
Yeah. So that looked like your box.
Oh, that looks good. What do you got right there? Little salt glaze piece.
Yeah, a little soft glaze.
Mmm.
And look at that brown.
I saw that brown piece. These are adorable. Wow, those are chalkware. Those are in good shape too. Did you see those? Look how huge they are.
Yeah.
Super mid-century. Speaking of mid-century, look at that melamine.
All the vintage linens.
Oh my gosh. Linens everywhere.
Yep.
Did you get your number?
Nope, I'm headed that direction. Just want to pause here for a second to show you this stack of games. There were a lot of 1960s games in here, and this is a fun stack to pick up. I'm not going to share it with you. It's all downstairs with prices on it, ready to go over to the shop. Big stack of old games. That's a nice weight. I had a fun run-in with a junior high school friend. This is Jackie. She got some amazing shiny brights in this auction. So maybe you spotted some of these beauties in that auction footage. I was extremely lucky. So the first thing I picked up was a small flat of paperweights. So let me show you some of those. This one looks like a big crystal ball, doesn't it? This is marked Fostoria on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it there. There. It's not in the best condition. Has a lot of little dings on it. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe somebody dropped it or rolled it. What I love about it is, can you see me talking through there? It flips my head upside down, and I don't know what my fascination with that is. I think it's one of those things that if you were to do some photography, this would be a good thing to have. Although you might have a problem with some of those imperfections, I don't know. But it's really neat. I enjoy that. Another little round one. This is red, and this is definitely done by a pro. Let me grab my light so that we can see it a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. So you can see that expert Bollicante in there. It's pretty. Looks like it's encased between some clear glass and a red ball in there. It's a smooth pontil. It is not signed, but this one doesn't have any flaws on it. This one is really nice and smooth and perfect and very pretty. That may show up in a live sale. Looks like it could have been Rudolph's nose. Then we have this pretty guy, this egg. Ooh, look how the light hits that. It's purple and white, swirly, pretty. This one is made by Willow Creek glass. And there was quite a few things there at the auction that were made by Willow Creek, including my other paperweight. And my mom saw on a different tray these little Hershey Kisses that were made with glass. And one of them was a cobalt blue. Now, you know my mom collects cobalt blue, so it was so funny because I didn't even see it. She had to show me. We found them on eBay and she had to show me what they look like. And we went ahead and ordered her a couple. So now she has 2 of these Willow Creek cobalt blue Kisses. I'll include a picture up here. This is how they're labeled. This gold foil sticker. Very nice. Here's that other paperweight. It looks like a huge marble, doesn't it? It's got like oranges and yellows and some green almost, some black. It's really cool. Again, it has that same foil sticker on the bottom. So those were on the very first tray that I bought. And then some of the Viking glass came up for auction, and my goodness, it all sold top dollar. The one thing that I eyeballed when I got there and I had seen on the auction preview was this piece, this jar with this bird. That's the only thing that I saw in the Viking stuff that I really wanted. I wouldn't have mind grabbing a couple more swung vases. They did have some, but I knew that they were going to go super high, and I have a pretty decent collection. So I wasn't over the top concerned about getting one, but this one I really, really wanted. And I was so thrilled that I only paid, I think, $40 or $45 for it. Now I'll throw up some comps here so you can see what it's worth. I was happy to have it. and I'm not letting go of it, but it's always nice to know what you spent versus what the value of a thing is. But let me show you this. It's pretty awesome. The condition is so beautiful, including the fact that it still has its original sticker on it. Ah, look at that. He has a nice long tail, probably about 8.5 inches. So beautiful. Look at his sticker. I was so excited to get this. I thought for sure, based on how much people were paying for other things, that this was just going to go way outside of where I was comfortable getting it. But like I said, it was the only thing on that table that I really, really wanted. So people stopped bidding against me. I was like, whoa, am I going to get this for 40 bucks? And then with auction fees, it's probably another 10% or 15%. But I'm very happy. And this is in wonderful condition, like I said. It lives on the mantle. Actually, I have my mantle decorated right now for Christmas, so it's living on a shelf. I do have another one of these birds. It's red. It's just the bird. The fact that I have one now on the jar, and I have seen them with just the lid. I haven't actually run into them with the entire jar, and I've seen them with the lid in a couple of occasions where the tail is snapped off. So my aunt was so nervous when I was packing this up. She just kept looking at me like, but it got here safe. And yeah, I think I'll take very good care of it. The next thing that came up that I bought was a flat, and it was the red glass. And you saw me pick up that little pretty crackle glass piece with the clear swirl around it, right? Well, I got that. So if you don't know, I collect crackle glass. I love these small pieces, things with little pictures, little stoppers, little handles. I'm particularly interested in the stuff that is a colored glass, but has an applied clear glass with it. So this follows that rule. I have a number of things that have the clear handles on the colored glass. I did recently get a piece of clear crackle glass with a colored stopper and a colored handle, and that I loved too. But same kind of rule, right? But this one is just really neat, and so I picked that up. Did not pay much for these flats at all. I don't think they realized that once the Viking was gone, the glass that was all up front wasn't going to go for a lot. In fact, my aunt was like getting flats for like $2 or $3 at the end because people were done. They got all their Viking glass and they were, you know, out of the auction. So here's another piece of crackle glass in a really bright kind of red orange. It reminds me very much of my genie bottle that I got from George the Antique Nomad, which is back here. It's about the same color. It's very rich. And then there were a few more pieces in that lot. There are two of these that have this beautiful little foot and this nice little kind of hourglass shape. Is this a bud vase or is this something you can drink out of? That's super fancy, right? Again, in that beautiful bright orange, very 70s. And then there's this, and this is red. And I love this shape. They had some other ones that were bigger, which makes me think that this is probably a vase of some kind. So those were the other two of each. This was the last thing that I got, and it was this pitcher with that set of glasses. I don't think they go together necessarily. It's more globular, where the glasses are more sleek. I'm probably gonna sell them together. I'll probably take them over to the booth. I think I paid like $3 for the entire set, which is amazing. A couple of them are gonna go into my collections and the rest I will sell. So that's the story with those. Now on that Thursday that I worked and stayed for this auction, I was able to do a little bit of shopping. When we have days that are a little slower, you can do some walking around. You can walk around and help people out, you know, take their stuff up to the front. Or you can just take a break and walk around. Vendors, I have found, are some of the best customers for us, and I know that we are for them. Everybody kind of knows the value of things in their niche, but you will find things all the time that you can resell, and that is what I ran into on this day. So let me show you some of the things that I found. There are a couple of booths there at the shops that actually are family members of the people who run the auction. So the one brother that I said, he's also an auctioneer. If things drop down to where there's just a number of things on a table that nobody wants, he will put it for like $1. He'll say, you know, give me $1. And if nobody wants to take it, because a lot of people don't want to deal with several boxes full of, you know, who knows what, he'll just take it all, and he prices it and he puts it in a couple of different booths inside the shops by the lake. So as vendors, those are the places that will hit, because sometimes he's run across something in those auction lots that maybe people didn't see. All of us tend to hit those booths. A couple of these things are from his booth. This is one of them. Juicer, strainer, I think it was like $1.29 or something. I saw that it was maybe something I could upcycle, because doesn't it look like the face of a deer? And I was thinking like I could do something with some green, some like, you know, plastic tacky Christmas, and maybe some ears and maybe a nose. Ooh, we have a nose. Hold on. Maybe you could picture it this way. And it already has a handle to be hung on the wall. I just thought it would make a really cool, you know, Rudolph or a reindeer. And yeah, it's going to go into my project pile for next year. I also found this in that booth. How sweet is this? Like straight out of the 60s or 70s. How awesome is that? It has a place right here for 3 lipsticks. It will look great on somebody's little vanity, whether it's for a teenager or, I mean, heck, if I had a little throwback vanity, this would be something I would even use. I don't, so I will sell it. I might go to eBay with it, just because it is such a throwback. And look at the graphics. It's pretty fantastic. By the way, it's distributed by Artmark, so probably Hong Kong. Yep, Hong Kong or Japan. This was also in the cheap booth. It is a pencil sharpener. I have a little collection of these like cast pencil sharpeners that I have not yet sold. So I think this is just gonna go right into that little lot, and I'll probably post them all at the same time on eBay. This was the best thing that was in that booth. These two, oh my gosh. This little nun with a microscope, I think she's pretty rare. They're both made by Napco. So this is a little fryer. He's got his little bowl and his little cooking pot. Maybe he's making beans. Who thought that was a good hairstyle? And then this little lady, oh my gosh. You rarely see this whole kind of Catholic mixed with science type of thing. So that's pretty amazing. She's in, both of them are in spectacular condition. I don't know if I should keep them together or sell them separately. Part of me wants to keep them together. I'll let you know here what I will sell them for, but they're likely both going to eBay. And these, again, I want to say they were like priced as a pair, and $2.29 is what I paid for the 2, something like that. That was my favorite little find of the day for sure. Okay, then the rest of the stuff came out of another booth of the mom to the auctioneer. She also tends to get stuff from the auction and price it pretty cheap if she didn't pay very much for it. And that was the case with this. These items were all in her case. These are all, again, like $1.29 or $1.39, and some of them are really neat. They're all items that you might find in like a medicine cabinet. So this is omega oil. Look at all of that that's still in there. It is like a bright green. It looks like Hulk juice or something. I would be afraid to do whatever you're supposed to do with it. It says for pain of arthritis, rheumatism, muscular aches. It's just gonna stay sealed. This, which is cool, it is a boroptic for eye care, for refreshing, cleansing, healing, and soothing. This one is empty. Look at the graphics on there. It's pretty great. But the eye wash is right on top. So oftentimes you'll find these little eye washes in glass form. This one came with the little piece. So, and it's original box. And I noticed there was like a paperwork in here. Oh my gosh, these graphics are awesome. Bore Optic for eye health means eye beauty. So cool. Tired and irritated eyes often become inflamed and need the healing, soothing, refreshing effects of Bore Optic. Perfectly balanced. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad I looked down in there. Then we have a tin of Bon Ami household cleanser. I loved it because of the graphic on it. Look at that little chick. It's like he just came out of an egg. I don't know what that has to do with household cleanser, but that's the graphic. And the tagline is, hasn't scratched yet. Okay. So it obviously still has cleanser in it. I'll probably clean it up and seal off the top with some tape at least so it won't keep spilling out. Then we have this Boot Cream Cavalier. Rub in until absorbed by leather. So it's a leather cream. Just a neat graphic on there. And the glass bottle is actually printed. So it has like the horse. It says Cavalier Cream right on there. That's neat. This one has crystallized. This is ethylene for athlete's foot. Look at that in there. So I don't know what was in that did that, but some of these I also noticed were like Cleveland companies. Like this one is manufactured in Cleveland, Ohio. Local. This one says Jackson, Tennessee. Then we have Baker's Derman Ointment, the Baker Drug Company. This one has Cleveland, Ohio on it. And it is full. And I have opened and sniffed it and I won't do it again. It was not a pleasant experience. For general use in the home wherever a salve or ointment is required. There you go. It's a cute little one with an eyedropper. This says Penetro Nose Drops. So I guess it's not an eyedropper, it's a nose dropper. It has the slightest bit of liquid in there. Look at the great little label on that. Oh, this one's fun. I don't know why this is wrapped up. I wonder if it's leaking. Doesn't look like it is. It doesn't smell like it's leaking. That's a cool little container too. Sweet oil. Says as an emollient for burns, etc. Apply locally. Excellent for table use. This one is a Great Lakes Laboratories, Cleveland, Ohio product, and it is almost full. Apparently nobody needed some sweet oil. I think this might be the last. It is a little jar of honey, and it is completely full. It's in this little case. There should have been another one here. So one of them was used, and we just have the one. It is labeled 1852 brand honey. Now, it's not made in 1852. Probably a little bit more modern than that because this little case is not extremely old. But it would have been nice to have both of them in there. We just got the one and that's okay. It's pretty cool. Probably still edible because honey I don't think expires. This one is still fluid. I could see it moving in there. So that's kind of neat. And then as I was digging this out, I did find the receipt in here. The pair of Napco's Sister and Friar was $1.39 for the pair. That's crazy. Most of the bottles were $1.32 or $1.66 or $1.44. It was like a crazy cool shopping day at the shops by the lake. And then we ended it with that. So it was all over just a very cool day of sourcing, even though I worked for the day and just hung around for an auction. If you're in the area and you like to do auctions, it is a really good one. They get through a ton of stuff. If you're looking for furniture, check them out on auctionzip.com. If you're in the area and you're looking for, you know, a table and chairs or a dresser, they have that stuff on a weekly basis. Just keep an eye on the auction, and you can even bid by proxy and pick it up like the next day. It's a very cool resource to have. That was all the stuff that I got on that Thursday. I think I did good. This was a nice little non-sourcing day, so I had to share it with you. All right, everybody. Thursday, we are going to be going to some Goodwills. Mom and I hit 2 Goodwills when she was in town a couple of times, which includes some new digs. I feel kind of fancy in this today. Oh, also, by the way, I am wearing new jewelry from my friend Tuesday from Tuesday's Fun Finds. She's been doing some jewelry sales and whatnot. This set is amazing. There is a red stone in here, and this is sterling silver. She's got me wearing earrings again, y'all, because I can wear the precious metals. So she tests the posts and the hooks for me, and I know that they're safe for my ears, and this set is just beautiful. Go check her out too. All right, everybody, I will see you on Thursday with all of those little shop-alongs and hauls. Until then, please take care. See you on Thursday.